Aegis Combat Assist activated. Systems green.
Welcome citizens. In this video we'll be taking a look at the massive Aegis Reclaimer. We'll be going over the ship's stats, looking at its standard loadout and giving our thoughts on the ship's uses and possible upgrades. As with all things Star Citizen, keep in mind that specific details of the ship could and probably will change over time as the game's development progresses. The Reclaimer is the first flight-ready salvage ship in Star Citizen and was introduced in Alpha 3.1. Entry into this space hulk is via a large elevator that is positioned at the rear of the ship, which provides access to the various areas. The ship looks like a menacing beast while sitting on its landing gear, which retracts inside its VTOL thrusters after takeoff. Internally, it features multiple decks, 2 elevators, escape pods, a mess hall for your NPC crew or roleplay social moments, pilot and captain living quarters featuring beds and lockers, a drone bay for 2 crew members to operate, and of course a salvage processing facility in the centre of the ship for grinding up that scrap. Currently standing as the largest flyable ship in Star Citizen, the Reclaimer is 155 metres long, 118 metres wide, and weighs over 9,000 tonnes. It has a listed cargo capacity of 180 units, giving it ample room to carry fuel, drones and other supplies, but this doesn't include the salvage bay capacity, which will be factored in at a later date. The internals are so big that it's easy to get a little lost inside the Reclaimer on your first couple of walks through the ship, and particular care should be taken when getting on or off the main elevator, as it is possible to fall between the gap between the elevator floor and the elevator shaft wall. The Reclaimer can get to a top speed of 100 meters per second and a maximum afterburner speed of 979 meters per second. As you would expect from a ship as massive as this, it is sluggish to maneuver and slow to accelerate and decelerate. When entering or leaving a planet, it is advised to do so with the landing gear down and thrusters in the vertical position. The ship is so heavy, it's easy to plummet out of the sky and crash if your thrusters aren't in the right position to counter the gravity. If you somehow find your ship upside down on a planet, you'll find it extremely difficult to flip it back over. Speaking from experience, you have been warned. The Reclaimer is fitted with a large jump drive and quantum drive, 4 large fuel tanks, 4 large fuel intakes and 2 size 3 tractor beams. Its primary systems consist of 1 large and 2 medium shield generators, a capital size power plant and 3 large coolers. With 6 remote turrets, each fitted with 2 size 3 Panther repeaters providing defence against attackers, and a manned turret packing 2 size 5 Galderine repeaters, the Reclaimer is well equipped to handle most hostile situations, and being a deep space salvage vessel, is sure to find some. There is the question as to why SIG has assigned 2 of the remote turrets to be controlled by the pilot though. While giving the pilot the ability to fire some guns will appeal to most people, in reality they will only be useful against other slow moving targets because the Reclaimer doesn't have the speed or agility to dogfight. For all of its bells and whistles, currently there is very little to use the Reclaimer for. Most of its major systems such as the salvage arm and processing station, the drone bay and remote defence turrets won't be usable until later in the year. Hopefully by Alpha 3.4 the ship will be more functional with the additions of the salvaging mechanics and turret functionality. It's also not a ship to take out for a leisurely cruise because of its sluggish controls and complete lack of acceleration. That being said, the Reclaimer is a very cool ship and a great achievement for the ship designers over at SIG. This thing is massive, both internally and externally, and makes us more hopeful for the future of multi-crew ships in the game. On paper, it's spec'd for a minimum crew of 4 people and a maximum crew of 5, but really a crew of 10 people could make this ship run efficiently, manning all the salvage stations and turrets at the same time. As for upgrades, there isn't really much to suggest. The Reclaimer is already armed well for defence. You could offline the pilot controlled guns and redirect the power to increase shields, but that would be down to preference or what kind of ships are attacking you. Well, we hope this review has been helpful and informative. If you like the vid, leave a like and subscribe for more Star Citizen videos. Also, feel free to leave any suggestions in the comments for any reviews you'd like to see. Bye for now.